Hello everyone, it's Konsu, and this week Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the movie, came out. Obviously I wanted to do something related with that because like everyone is talking about it and I am reading the books, but I'm still around 50% done with Hollow City. But I still wanted to talk to you about it because I'm really excited. So for this video I decided to do the Peculiar book tag, created by Jesse the Reader. I'm gonna link him down below to that video so you can see it too. All the questions start with the name of a character from the books, and it is somehow related to that character's personality or I don't know how to say that word, sorry. I'm gonna write it here so you know what I'm talking about, but it's really hard. Like, just the title, it's hard for me to say. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have to say it slow, so sorry. Abandoned House. A book you once abandoned, but then gave another chance and ended up enjoying. For this question, I'm gonna pick the first book on the Game of Thrones series. Because I started it because it was like really popular, but I didn't quite, I don't know, get it. So I left it alone for a few weeks, but then I came back because my mother bought me the second book, so I had to read it because I had the second book and I couldn't not read the first one. So yeah, I ended up enjoying them a lot. Vintage Photographs, a book you'd love to see illustrations in. For this one, I'm gonna pick a book that I'm still reading, but anyway, it's A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. The main character is like this really artistic person, and she loves to draw and to paint all the things she sees, and apparently she's very skilled with that. So I would love to like see those paintings and those places that she describes so well, which are full of magic and color, and yeah, I would love to see illustrations on that one. Loop, a book series you wouldn't mind reading on loop. So I'm the kind of person that like reads a book and is done with it. Like, I read it once, I read it enough. So this one was really hard, but I went with the obvious choice, the Harry Potter series. I totally wouldn't mind reading this on loop. In fact, I think I have. Like the 7th book, I read it a lot of times before I finally put it down. And the 5th, well, I love the 5th. So yeah, this one's. Peculiar Children, a character's ability you would want to have yourself. I think that's, yeah. So this one was like a no-brainer. I knew exactly what I wanted, and it's from the Raven Cycle, Ronan. He has this power to bring all the things he dreams of, like, to the real world. Of course, it often backfires and he brings up nightmares, but he can bring back from his dreams whatever he wants. Like his father had the same powers and he brought back a whole person. Like, it just blew my mind, that kind of power. So yeah, I would love to have Ronan's ability. Miss Peregrine, your favorite character that is a leader. This one was actually really hard because usually the main characters aren't really the leaders. Like, they are a symbol or something like that. And the leaders are usually more of a grey morale, so I normally don't like the leaders because they seem assholes. So yeah, and I chose Aragorn from Lord of the Rings because he's a good leader and he doesn't have like ulterior motives, or he wants to protect everyone and make sure everyone is safe. So yeah, I think he's my favorite character that is also a leader. Jacob, your favorite story where a regular kid discovers a magical world, an extraordinary world. Since I already said Harry Potter, for this one I choose Narnia, especially the first book, The Magician's Nephew, because he discovers these different worlds, and he not only discovers a new extraordinary world, but he also sees the creation of a new one. Like, the whole origin story of Narnia is in this book, and it's really beautiful. Emma, a fierce and fiery character. Annabeth, from the Percy Jackson series, she's so passionate about what she likes and really fiery and fights really well and so smart and everything. So she's a fierce and fiery character, just like Emma. Millard, a book that seems invisible that you wish more people have read. Okay, The Idhun Memories from Laura Gallego García. I'm gonna write her name down there in case you don't know how to spell it, but this is a trilogy. It came out a long time ago. I read it while I was still in high school, and it was awesome. I swear, it was like, it has magic, it has new worlds, it has like a love triangle that ends up in a way that you don't imagine, but I was really happy how it ended. Like, I was reading it and loving it every second. It's such a good trilogy. Like, I love it, and I know this one is in English, so I'm telling you about it. It's like this other magical world is attacked by flying serpents called sheks, and they kill all the unicorns and the dragons that are like the only species that can fight against them. But a knight and a magician find the last unicorn and the last dragon, which are just babies recently born. So the magician and the knight both go to Earth with the dragon and the unicorn, but they lose their way, and suddenly the unicorn and the dragon end up on Earth like alone, and they don't know where on Earth they are. So one of the sheks, the serpents, goes to Earth to find the dragon and the unicorn to kill them, because there was a prophecy, I think. And it's just so good, really. It's like, it's amazing. So go and read it if you haven't, because I need to talk to someone about those. Really, they are amazing. Olive, a book that you bought that float straight to the top of your TBR. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The second I bought it, I opened it and started reading and didn't stop until the very end. Because, like, Harry Potter, right? So yeah, it isn't like it flowed to the top of my TBR, because it was never in my TBR. It was like, I got it, I read it that very second. So yeah, I did a review on this one. I will link it over here, I don't know, but yeah, I couldn't not read it. Like, I didn't waste a second. Hugh, a book that stinged and caused a lot of feelings. So I'm gonna go with an obvious here, okay? Like, it's obvious. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I knew this was about cancer. I knew the main character died. Spoiler alert, they have cancer. So, like, I thought to myself, please, I'm not gonna cry because I already know what happens. I didn't know what happened. Enoch, without spoiling, a book character that you would bring back to life. Actually, I would bring back Snape, but not for the reasons you think. Like, I don't like him. He was an asshole to all the children, including Harry. Like, I don't care he was trying to save his life or whatever. Like, he bullied his students. He was an adult and he made his students feel like shit, and just because he died supposedly protecting Harry, he was like, no, he's a hero. Like, no, he was an asshole and he deserves to live, just so everyone knows he was an asshole. And the poor child, it's called the cursed child because he was named Albus Severus. Like, I would bring him back to life just to kick his ass, because he doesn't deserve all the praises he's getting right now in the fandom. He was obsessed with Harry's mother when she said to him, I would love you if you stop being a racist fuck. And he said no. Why does everyone love it? Like, wait. One thing, I love Alan Rickman. I think his portrayal of him was on point and it was beautiful. But the character alone, Severus Snape from the books, didn't deserve this. Like, all these good things everyone is saying about them. So yeah, I would bring him back to life just so everyone could stop making him the hero just because he's dead. Branwen, a physically strong character. I'm gonna go with Branwen because she was like really strong and stuff. But even though she was that strong and like it was said to be tomboyish, she is really motherly and takes care of everyone and really kind. Yeah, I appreciated that Ransom Riggs didn't just make her out to be tough and mean just because she's a strong girl. Hologast, a book that you read that felt like an experiment gone wrong. You know, I don't think I have a book like that, because if I don't like a book, like the way it's made, I usually just don't read it and forget about it. So, I don't know. I'm gonna skip this question. Whites, a book that you felt like it had consumed tropes you've seen in books before. All the Divergent series. Like, I only have this one because a friend of mine borrowed the other two, but I just couldn't get through the second one because it was like so cliche and so it has been done before. Oh, the world is separated and everyone is against each other and there's an evil government that wants everyone to be miserable, and there's this one girl, this one different girl that is not like the others, that doesn't conform, and she's the only hope we have to save, blah blah blah. And it just felt like it has consumed every trope in the book. Like, it was boring because it was obvious what was happening. Like, I know there's this twist in this book, like, I got it spoiled, but even that didn't make me want to read it. That's all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. So, that's all for today. Bye, guys!